Hi, welcome to weirdforbeauty.com. I'm really excited about our first interview with Rhia from Lueur Doree. So welcome, Rhia.
Hi, thank you.
So tell me a little bit, I want to hear a little bit about yourself. Like, where do you live? Who's in your family? Like, how did you start this business? Just like, give us a little background.
Okay, so I'm from the Bay Area. I live in Burlingame. I started my business in 2011. So I was in the medical background. I actually assisted surgeries, plastic surgery, basically like facelift, eyelid lift, botox fillers and all that.
Wow.
I started this because there's a lot of patients that is going through like changes, like they have a condition called alopecia areata, and so I started to think about eyelash extensions. So in 2011, that's when actually eyelash extensions was so popular, and it's entering the United States. So it started in Korea. And so I thought, since there's a lot of patients that's going through this condition, I wanted to help them. And then with that, I started to get clients and patients from Genentech.
The company, the technology.
Yeah, oncology. So they study oncology, and they help a lot of patients who are going through breast cancer.
Wow.
And so with the chemotherapy, they lose a lot of lashes. So then, or eyebrow hair, right?
Yes.
So then,
yes.
And hair too. So then I thought, you know what better way to actually help them and do lash extensions and microblading. So there's 3 different types of sets, like, you know.
For the eyelashes.
Right.
Let's focus on eyelashes first. Okay.
Yay.
So how is it, what are the eyelashes made of, first of all?
So there's real minks, and then there's synthetic.
So if you're vegan, you can still get eyelash extensions.
Yes, but I don't really particularly do the real minks just because the high rate of allergic reaction, and some clients are protecting animals and they don't like animal cruelty, so I never ever use real minks.
Oh, so you only use the synthetic ones?
Synthetic minks or silk.
Cool, and so when you put the eyelashes on, like, how's that done? It's glued, each lash is glued on, correct?
Yes, so each lashes are glued to one lash per eye.
So the lash is glued to a lash, not to the skin?
Not to the skin, because that's when you start to get allergic reaction from the glue, and also sometimes from the actual lash, synthetic lash itself. So I try to avoid skin to lash, because it'll irritate your skin.
Right, and so for people who are new to the eyelash world, like, you recommend going to somebody with good reviews, who has experience. Like, what are some of the risks of going to somebody maybe that, you know, charges $20 for eyelash extensions? Like, what are some of the horror stories out there?
When I was doing my research, one girl actually used nail glue on my eye.
Oh
so
my God.
that is like the worst thing I've ever experienced, because for me to learn about this, I need to do it myself. I need to do my research. So you want to make sure that the glue are non-latex, or medical glue. And you want to also make sure that, sometimes when in doubt, you want to ask them, can you try it on my skin to see if I'm actually allergic to it.
What inspired you to just start your own business? Like, how did you think of it or put it together? Like, I'm gonna do this.
When I was young, I always thought, like, I don't want to work for anyone, and I always picture myself like having a suitcase for some reason and not to report to anyone. So I just took the risk and just did it. I left the medical and then started on my own, and that was it. The thing is, I never chased money. I always chased like doing something good for someone, so that goes back into the oncology patients, and making sure that I can help them just because they're going through, personal stuff. So anything that I could help them with, that was my passion. And then all of a sudden, money just follows me.
Good energy.
Yes. So you get back what you put out.
Right. Well, let's talk about eyebrows now.
Okay.
This is one I'm interested in. I'm terrible at doing my own brows, and like, I'm interested in the microblading, but I don't even really know what it is.
Okay.
So let's start from the square one. Like, what is there's microblading, and then there's like, it's not tattooing, right? There's other stuff. Like,
Yes, so this is completely different from tattooing, although it's in the same family. What the difference is, tattooing is with the gun, right? With the pigment gun. With the microblading, it is actually blades that we swipe against your skin, and we put the pigments after. And so it'll give you a nice crisp hair stroke. Versus the tattooing, it's needles that goes in like this versus a needle that swipes.
Right. Now, what are the what are the general risks, and then what are the cautions, again, with people kind of going to places that might not be on the up and up?
So you want to make sure that they're actually registered under California.
Ooh.
So you want to make sure that they're credible, they have license, they have malpractice insurance. And make sure that they also have experience, and you want to see before and after photos, because those are really good to have, making sure that they're not they know what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
You can choose a shape, right?
Right. So with that, you want to make sure that you consult with the artist. This is semi-permanent, so it'll last about 18 months. So
18 months?
18 months.
Wow, I thought it was like a 2-month thing. Okay.
No, so this is
That's
semi-permanent.
great.
So, if a client comes in and they say, I want it for 18, like pink eyebrow, tomorrow they may wake up and say, well, I don't want this pink hair anymore, so now what do you do?
Right. So what are the different services that the upgraded salon is going to offer?
Now we're moving to Union Square, which is more of a higher end services. So we still do Botox, fillers, and then we are doing PRP, which is called the vampire facials.
Yes. They take your blood, right?
Yes, we
Swirl
take
it
your
around.
blood and then we put it on the centrifuge, and we took that platelets and then we put it where you need to.
I want that. And they're doing that for hair loss now. That's my problem. I'm losing my hair. So they're doing the PRP
Yes.
there. Are you going to offer that one day?
Yes, we will be.
Yay.
We will be.
Cure my baldness. Cool. And so fillers, I see a sign back there for Thermi RF too. So that's radio frequency, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's that machine actually does thermotite.
That will help this?
Yes, and then your eyelids. So as we age, obviously our elasticity diminishes. So the way this is basically a laser that targets.
Stretchiness. How about alt therapy? Are you going to offer that at all?
Yes.
Oh, that's one I really want to do.
And then we have the Thermava for women that loses that elasticity again in the vaginal region.
And what's it called?
Thermava?
Thermava.
Yes. So
interesting. And is that a laser or?
It's a laser that we go inside and it makes it tighter.
But it sounds painful. Is it painful?
No, it's not. It's actually not, and it's it's not painful at all, and it's a 45-minute procedure. And then, it makes you tighter. So if you're a female that had like 3 or 4 kids, right? We can make it tighter.
Rejuvenation, they call it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Cool. Are there any other really unique or interesting high tech or anything really like?
So we also will be offering for people who had hangovers. So it's
vitamin?
Yeah, so it's called the Myers cocktail. So we mix a cocktail for you, and then we put it intravenously, so you're getting your nutrients back and electrolytes back up, and then you'll be good to go the next, the whole day.
Are there any treatments for like acne scars or things like that you'll be offering?
Yes, so we do microneedling, which is again infusing your own platelets into your
so you add that on
skin. Yeah, your own cells, your platelets will actually bring out your youthful self again, and it'll heal those scarring that you previously have. So microneedling is really good for acne and acne scarring.
Mm-hmm. I have like a derma roller at home with the little
There you
needles.
go.
But that's like the at-home version.
You use the microneedling so that your collagen again will wake up
Yeah.
and then resurface your skin.
I think a lot of people will be inspired by you, like you're a boss lady, a woman of color, starting your own business and then having multiple, like growing so amazing, especially in San Francisco. It's so difficult here
Right.
to start a business. Do you have any kind of like advice for people, especially other like young women that are looking to kind of start their own business? Like any advice for them?
Just go for it. You know, if this is your passion, I think you just need to do it. Start somewhere, start with friends, family. And you know, again, it's like once you have that one client, they have 7 friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then start with that and just make sure that you keep up to date with the trends.
And so you already have multiple locations?
Yes, that's correct.
Wow, like mobile. Okay, so how many locations do you have here in San Francisco?
We had 3, and then we're actually upgrading the Union Square to a elite.
That's amazing.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Like how, like what inspired you to just start your own business? Like how did you think of it or put it together? Like I'm gonna do this.
One of my inspirations, my grandmother. Well, she has 13 kids.
Wow.
So she homeschooled everyone, and then from then on, it's just like, you know, now we own a school in the Philippines, and now
Wow.
it's becoming a college campus.
So she schooled the 13 kids
Yeah,
and then
right.
it became,
Yes. And
Wow.
then the neighborhood started to bring kids, you know, and it became a private school, and now an
Wow.
elite school, and now it's going to become college.
wow.
So yeah,
So you've got the entrepreneurial spirit in your family.
exactly. Yes, yes. You got to get what you want, you know, and you got to just go for it.